And I'm back. Turns out some crickets arrived. Fantastic. So, as all this goes, I was thinking to actually only switch the front people off of either hammers or daggers as time permits. Kind of around the point where cutlasses become a thing. So, if I recall correctly, those also have a stun of some kind. Also, I was just going for anything with a status effect of any description. So there's that. Unfortunately, most of the fists don't actually have anything until you start getting into unique weapons, which is possibly... I was considering these two at some point as well, but again, like these all upgrade depending on what you have here. As far as their skill bonus, they become immune to whatever that thing is. So, charm immune, it's kind of pointless because even though I mentioned late game, the upgraded charm is a huge problem, it doesn't count it as this charm. So, unfortunately, you cannot actually resist the other one in any way. It just sort of happens. Sleep, rare enough that it's not really a problem. And usually you can just chuck a rock at somebody and that's good enough. So stun happens pretty often, it's pretty crippling when you have it on a bunch of different people, so I'm pretty much just going to stick with the peltas. And most of the armors don't really have too much to get general upgraded stats, and they're very expensive to do, so I'm not going to do that. However, I will be buying some of those leggings, drop those on someone. And I'm pretty sure there won't be much need for any of these, but I will get at least 3 of those just in case there is something getting. Oh yeah, so we get the second set of books now. Sell some stuff for that. I may not even use them, but I just like having them. I'm kind of disappointed still that that guide was wrong about the stunning crossbow existing. That'd be nice. I was hoping to give everyone a stun gun of some kind, which is exactly where this comes into play. Wait. Oh, I just got this, right, just got it. You can't actually craft a blowgun, weirdly enough. So gonna need 4 blowguns. Actually, no. Gonna need 6 blowguns because I'm gonna give those to the ninjas as well. Well, Alright, so what we have here, I believe this one's a stun, this one's a petrify, silence, poison, and I want to say this one's charm. Which is... yeah. Now, I'm probably going to get 2 of those, give those to the ninjas, and then give the stunning ones to the frontline guys. Logic behind that, and is there one? Maybe it makes more sense to just give everyone the charming ones. There was some reason I didn't like using these, but I'll figure that out. Alright, so, first things first, need to make a bunch of nightshade stuff, since 12 would be 8. Let's just get 20. Arm. These blowguns, I probably won't be able to afford all of them. Yeah, so blowguns, they suck for attack, but they're very good in terms of their extra stats that you put on them. And usually around here is where you start considering to start selling all your extra coins. Thankfully, though, bucklers are very lucrative, weirdly enough. Just mix. Can't even figure out how words work today. Missing the extract and the ores. Still a downer that this can't be skipped. Okay, well, need like 20 of these. Before I go too far into making all of them, I should probably even check if it's possible. I don't know what the level requirements are for all these. I believe there were about 10 for the stun gun. Could be about 12 for this one, then? Something like that. And downside, you know, I'm not too sad about letting go of the peltas, though. At least for now. Just because as far as I've seen here, I have not seen parry trigger even once. Yeah, extra. Medicine. And I want to say the slowness thing is probably only because they wanted to avoid anybody making money off this. If they found an ingredient that could, because theoretically you could just farm this infinitely. I don't know if it really works out that way, because then you can just go grind out battles and stuff like that anyway. What it really does is mess with runs. Okay, just enough. Hopefully it'll hit for each of these. Oh yeah, and for the double drops, you can't actually get them for these. You can only get them for the materials. It would be kind of awesome if you could accidentally create 2 blowguns out of one. And all things considered, I probably should have just skipped this part. But it's almost done. I think it would end up just being a very relaxing thing if it wasn't for this little cheering noise they add for each one. Because that gets grating very quick. Like, especially if you're sitting there and for some reason you insist on playing with the sound on. Sitting there crafting like 50 different things. And so I was trying this one run where I was just trying to make use of every single mechanic in the game. And yeah, so I was just sitting there for like an hour and a half crafting stuff. Now, bear in mind, this was on a plane, so it was not like I really had much better to do. But so I was just sitting there crafting things over and over and over and over, and I never wanted to hear this cheering noise ever again. One odd note, they say it's ways the Gergis, which I think are the bird people. At least I recall it being implied to be the bird people, or maybe it says it directly somewhere, I'm not sure. Either way, it's not exactly like you ever see any of them using any of these blowguns. And you use these. No. There's at least one reason why. I make all my frontliners beast tamers if that's the case. Alright, that's something to consider. Now they get infinite charm. These guys can't use them. These guys are a little bit busy in the hand department. I have such weird equipment on them. Iron fans are 64, so yeah, they're still holding up as far as damage goes. Alright. I bought these because I want him to be wearing the leggings instead of panties. For that plan. Right, you'll use the leggings instead of these then. Very, very random like, equipment limitations all the friggin' time. Daedmores. One thing I want to check real quick is what'll happen if I do make all my frontliners into beast tamers. Or even rogues. They're using blow darts and knives, so... Next is hammers. Well... You know, they'd be fine for that. I don't have enough to make everybody into rogues anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna make them all into beast tamers. Give them the blow darts, and give them the daggers. Or hammers. This does mean requiring mostly... relying mostly on the archers for now, but that's fine. The ancient ninjas with another archer. Just want to weigh them down so they aren't taking turns all the time. And B, at least give them some chance to survive a hit, although I'm hoping to not let anyone get close. Oh, it's alright. Tour, I want to say is unique to this fight. And it is kind of a weird thing that he actually doesn't just choose to leave the country at this point. But hell, if that's what he wants to do. They can fight out a war, more or less, you know, just with a few little people here. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, you get to re-see a lot of maps on this route. Oh, and one difference on this, compared to, let's say, FFT, for example, your levels don't make as much of a difference in terms of your speed and recovery time. Whether that's a good or bad thing is up to you. I mean, it's not exactly like the lower levels can keep up in any particular manner. And right now, 2/3 of the XP are going to be going towards the Beastmasters, and 1/3 towards the ninjas. Archers are going to get pretty much nothing. Now, although I've got good shots and good damage on Felmator here, I'm still going to try to get a few extra kills for stuff. Got a few extra turns until I get here. Oh, one more. They're going to keep blocking everything. How much that time? Okay, just surviving that. Never mind. Seems like proficiencies are starting to show up. What skills are they up to? Okay, so they're up to like full complements of skills at this point. Yeah, rank 3, back 2. You guys got a lot of crap going on. Stun proof. You know what? You're level 13. There's no way you saved up 10,000 points already, you liar. Yeah, the proof skill trees, not really much of a tree, it's just like a skill pool. Just, you make yourself immune to a variety of different abilities. Those are 10,000 each, as opposed to some of the lower skills that are like 50. And the amount of points you're getting doesn't really scale up. You're only getting them like max 120 or so per fight. You're gonna be at it for ages. It's looking like time to end this fight. Leave him with attacks from front and behind. Hopefully he can survive that. I didn't notice it's very efficient today. Little alcove down in the bottom right is pretty good for getting extra shots off. Because again, most units won't ever equip their water walking skills. Could have been taking shots last turn. Like this spot where she's standing right now, functionally immune to a lot of attacks. Has to worry about range and spears. And melee is more or less irrelevant. Like the original game. I was curious what was going through the mind of whoever balanced the original game, actually. Oh man, there was no reason to ever use melee units. Like, would you like to go up to somebody and basically do 30 damage and then be countered for half your health and, you know, be swarmed by everybody else? Or do 60 from a really long range? Have different classes. Make them all archers somehow. Now these guys are invasive. Maybe this wasn't the fight to bench 3 of my people. This many ninjas anyway. With even a couple resistance skills, I mean, their magic stuff becomes pointless. They're really laying the smackdown on everybody right now. That could be either amazing or bad. So every time I look at the little magic icon, I think there's a piece of Google Mail that just came in. That fencer to get a turn. Unlikely though. One more thing about this challenge is I don't have any instant skills. Those also would be helping right now. So you got an entire menu of skills that are just like you use them and that's about it. You increase your recovery time, but at the moment they're free. So stuff like that mage up there use meditate. he gets extra MP. Functionally just a free move. But it will take him a bit longer to attack from there on out. Thank you. And, as is the downside of wars here, nobody wants to listen to the fact that he's not a traitor. Okay. Level 5, baseless stuff. Still gonna be, you know, I might be benching them for a few fights here. Especially if Crit Knight is the next one. May actually put off leveling them, actually. Say there's a story event if you can pull this in. Lancelot. So he and Warren haven't been heard of. Merton hasn't been heard of. Gildas dies if you're in the neutral route for some reason. And died. Oz, kind of a douche. But he's just... yeah, he's... nuts, actually. She can actually join you. And they're saying spell and blade, but she actually uses a whip. This guy's just mostly trying to do his job. He's just weird, kind of weird face. I think you get more of an entry on her if you come from the other route. Main route, anyway. Right, so Crit and I went to the Resistance. Their whole... all the yellow guys joined the Resistance, and... a bunch of refugees from over there. Thing exploded. Crit and I got captured again. Oh. Back there is what they're saying. I expect this to go tragically, but we'll see. Crit Knight is usually one of the easier ones to win. The leaders mostly consist of a bird guy or a sorceress who have a tendency to charge across a bridge on the right. So that's why I'm hoping this will work out. So yeah, it's Gildra this time. So they're kind of the last holdouts of the yellow guys. Now, what they want here... like, let's say you try to charge through here, you're just kind of screwed. They have archers up there, they have archers down here, so there's no reason to ever charge here. Ideal method that I found is just send somebody to stall, so you don't get circled around by these guys, but thanks to the water, it's pretty slow going for them. It's just if you get held up on the right. Normally, if you get everybody here, you can end up meeting the top guys over here, and it ends up just being a 5v9. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place my guys that are kind of in bad level shape down here. And send everybody else up to attack the top half. He tries to talk to him, that never works. Okay, scratch that. It can work one time in the game. And that one time that it works, well, you basically have to show up by yourself, completely unarmed and unarmored. And those guys didn't want to fight anyway. And you absolutely can just end up fighting that. It ends up being a little bit tragic, because then you find out that his childhood friend was the head of all of them. And she's the only one of those 4, like, friggin' super sisters that can get recruited by default. And for some reason he chooses to try and choke her out during part of it. Kind of awkward. Usually you'll get 1 or 2 people coming up from between those bushes there. They start getting reinforcements a few turns in. Like every castle battle. Again, as long as there's archers, and you don't get circled around by the guys on the left, especially the golem, because he has a tendency to get some TP going from his first few fights down there, and if he circles around and starts using his moves, it's a problem. Other than that, quick and dirty is what makes this one work. And you guys. One-hand ball person. I'm gonna take out the longbow guy. Start acting like a cork. I'm hoping to just switch him out a little bit down at the bottom, so hopefully one takes a hit, another takes a hit, etc. And make them last a little longer. Do you want to join us? No, this will just kill him, it's fine. There you go, your ghost can join us. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna get rid of her dagger, actually. It's just slowing her down. Maybe just give her a shield or something. Not great odds, but it does give a parry at least. Actually, I'm probably just gonna make her a small shield. That way she gets deflect instead. It would be a little bit more useful since most of her damage comes from ranged. Those guys don't feel like circling this time. And she's dead as always. Big shock. I guess they're just plain not going to employ any of their ranged stuff right now. Since they got a healer, I'm going to want this knight out of the way. There's a good chance for him to also have healing moves, which I probably should have taken before dedicating to that. He does not, actually. But he does have phalanx. And she's down on the bridge, so it's just going to take one little round of... I'm not calling it a round of fire, it's just a volley. It's going to take one volley to take her out. Him down first, just so we're not stopped later on. At least this goes a little bit funky. And thankfully there's no rain, so we don't have to worry about accuracy. Yeah, this castle is by far the easiest to take. The way that they have this fight set up, pretty ridiculous. Like, if you're fighting the bird guy, it's a little bit different, like especially if he decides to go hide in the middle of the water. There's a chance you just plain can't get to him. Because there's a bird guy that can be the leader here. But overall, the fact that they split everybody up and the fact that the next fight inside is even easier is the layout. Wait a minute. Am I thinking... I might be thinking the other castle, actually, that has the... there's one castle that has, like, a long walkway, and you basically just have a direct fight on top of a bridge. that one's super easy. If this is the one with the ramparts that are all around the walkway, and there's actually a couple of those too, and then it's a little bit harder. In a moment, though. And thankfully they're going to ignore their leader, or to go and heal that lady. Ouch. He's running away a little bit. Take some of these squishy guys out on the way up there. Yeah, you can finish him off. Kind of an expensive move to use on finishing him off, but I don't particularly mind right now. I think he drops a unique book, if I'm not mistaken. There's a healer. Hopefully he'll heal himself now. Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna do the AoE. At least it's a basic one. Standing there. It continues spreading out the damage. I think that's one of the causes of most runs causing a lot of people to drop at the same time. Because the AI has a tendency to do whatever causes the most damage, sometimes they'll ignore finishing somebody off if they can, like in that case, do 96 instead of finishing off Canopus, for example. Which, in a way, turns out to be a sound strategy over time, I guess. Alright. I need these healers to stop getting turns. And don't need any more healers showing up. I have 2 archers in the back there, for some reason haven't gotten turns in flipping ages. She calls everybody peasants. Little does she know it's already the Order of Peasants. Get a turn. After she's already moved. I doubt this will hit, but it's worth a try. On crit. Books for me. Nope, but I'll need that. Yeah, that book would have been really useful to finish off on his turn. Again, it would have been great if those archers could move 1.5 a second earlier. How frustrating when that happens. And it's mostly because you had so many units around that a lot of them end up matching for speed. Alright, so that's a win. Yeah, if you have a bunch of units like this and they're all matched for speed and... well... oh, she continues throwing insults. Wait, if they're all matched for speed, then they're all just gonna stack up in whatever order, more or less. like there, and even though a bunch of my units, well, are more or less due for a turn, like in the case of those two archers there, at first they were going right after the other two, and they were taking similar moves to the others as well. But then, pretty much due to timing shenanigans, they ended up getting like 6 turns behind. Guess I should say moves, not turns. And yeah, this is the one with the bridge. Here. Make a couple changes, though. For this one especially, because it's relatively confined quarters, I don't expect them to be getting hit much. Give these guys some chain. And I realize there's more optimal setups than just having matching sets, but I just like having people wearing matching sets. This is looking about right, and maybe one of these just upgrade her a little. I'll probably start using Bayon later. Recovery time's actually a lot better. Equip this. So his recovery is slightly better. I guess I should actually be using him, not her. Oh well. So, these kind of confined quarters. I'm gonna have these two up front. These two are going to try to take 3 spaces. She's going to go around the side. I might have her go around this. No, there's a space the right side, so I'm going to have her go up the right. And these guys are just going to keep firing the whole time. And hopefully do enough firing to keep everybody away on the bridge. First time he fights Zabus on this route. He himself is a tank. Just like many times before, he tends to equip the Gimmick Knights instead of anybody that can actually fight. Oh, it's the other map that has a step here. Okay. So, I'll just keep her on him. Yeah, I think I'll keep her around over here. Kind of go in for a snipe if it's needed. So for this fight, they like to go in waves. So they're gonna send a couple of sets of knights down first. I'm just going to stay entirely on this side of the bridge, if it's possible. I want to say the bird guys are archers. Again, it's a little hard to tell since they all look exactly the same, and no, that's not bird racist. You just literally have the exact same sprite. He's a fencer. Probably going to be healer. Water fencer, that doesn't matter. Okay, so they don't have any healing abilities, so they are terrible. I'm gonna try to avoid bunching these guys up as far as I can. Maybe just have them set up in sets of 2. Kind of like this. Just because when the knights come up, they will be spamming their moves, and they have a tendency to stun. I don't have anyone with anti-stun stuff, that will be a bit of a problem. Only a minor one, though. Tends to go away quick, and I have 3 people that have nothing better to do than heal it. Come on down. 3 arrows and spears, and just generally pointy sticks for everyone. So they've got archers and a mage in the back. Zabos isn't going to come down. They're going to send out most of their pretty basic offense down right in front of them. That should be pretty evident by their general squishiness. That will not be a good strategy for them. Be able to take out at least 1 per volley, and then just spear anybody else. I'll save her for now. These guys are gonna wait. As soon as you cross over half the bridge, they start sending the other guys down. Oh yeah, so that's one use I guess clerics have. They can do buffs. They'll offline them. And the haste isn't nearly as good as it is in the FFT. But if you want to get the same effect as FFT's haste, you would need to haste all your own guys and slow all the other guys. Lady, join us. Oh. And we're gonna go up and slap some band-aids on the hurt people, because they've got nothing better to do. At least the status screen doesn't cause any lag. Everyone's knocked off. Or not. Hit the wrong button. I want those guys going first, but I can't be sure that I'll actually hit them. It's a pretty decent evasion. I think I don't have to worry too much about them getting hit. Although that's just unfortunate. I'm not sure why Zavos is coming down. Usually he doesn't do that. And he's one of the tankiest units in the game, so I doubt I'll be able to flank him out. This is one of those ones that you really have to take everyone else out in order to take him out. Unless you've got a ton of kill moves saved up. Which in this case, don't exist. The absolute ideal is if I could get some knockoff procs and just knock them onto the ground. Then they would have to run up the sides there. Perfect. Charmer. Charmer. It's crappy healing, but it's the healing I've got. At least that's 2 guys down now. We need to get Philippe out of here. They're gonna take a round to heal him. Friggin' out. What? And what the hell is your parry score? Just 1. That's how good my front guys were supposed to be with their shields the whole time. But no. I'm gonna proc it even once, but no, they're gonna get it twice in a row. On 100% shots, no less. Not that the percentage actually matters, it's some other, like, flat percentage. I always kind of figured it was 10%, 20%, 30%, etc. based off how they went. Could be very wrong on that. We need some people to fall asleep if that's possible. Yeah. Not worth it. Alright. Do this. We need Canopus to start sniping some people off of here. Yeah, looking at the turn order... No, she's not going to get a turn, so... My fencers will be able, should be able to go and finish her off. He's going to come up and plug the gap here. Use a leaf on himself, hopefully end up taking a hit and surviving. Not the hit that I was hoping he would be taking. And he's down. Oh well. Last chance, lady. Alright, perfect. He's handled. This guy's definitely gotta go. Crit. I think it's based off dex or something, but archers do seem to have an abnormally high crit rate. That's why I keep hoping they'll get them all the time. Spread the damage out so they don't run up and heal the guy in front, or that lady. Knock him off, hopefully. Nope. Nice thing about having a corpse up here is we can just stab right through him. One very odd thing about the way that they handled 3D space in this game, they've, for some reason, got hitboxes for guys on the ground. Oh, perfect. Perfect. So, yeah, it's strange. Like, there are times you think, okay, the guy's on the ground, I'm just gonna, like, shoot over that guy. Like, say you've got a crossbow, somebody's on the ground, you've got a snipe shot at somebody. You're gonna automatically aim at the guy on the ground instead of shooting over them. Another reason I think they should have just picked one, either 3 lives, or, 3 turns to die, or the other. Really have no shortage of units. You can wind up like 3 full parties just without even recruiting anyone by the end of the game. You know, chance to take out the healers. Take it. Wish I had trajectory on her. I want to say if she takes a shot from right here, she'll just end up hitting the already charmed person. Hold on. Hold tight a moment. Excellent. I think one of these guys, one of these healers, and I think she was the one, drop Resurrection. I'm gonna sell that. No, bringing back to life allowed on this run. Everyone's already sturdy enough to survive or not survive without it. Right now we're making some progress. Ow. You did not do that, sir? Oh, he's tanky. Very, very, very tanky. Hopefully she stays charmed for a good long time. We're gonna have to buy some more band-aids after this fight. Nothing for you to do just yet. I'd like this mage gone though. Keep sniping people out of here. Because I'm assuming that charm is probably going to wear off any minute now. But they are almost out of units. Let me get a knockback on him. Yep. So he's going to be out of the fight for a couple turns. He's a knight, so he's slow. I know that doesn't make sense in a historical context, but whatever. He can't actually be charmed, it kind of felt like shooting a dart at him. I really hope that loud snoring in the background isn't carrying through. I'm not seeing anything coming up on little mic notice thingy. But there's a dog very, very loudly just snoring right 4 feet away. Little guy likes his naps, what can I say? Yeah, looks like I've got 3 archer. What damage can do on her? There's a chance for a breach. Ah. The parries, though. Queen of the parry over there. What I'd like to do, I'm gonna try to move up and take the gap. A little step-up gap there if I can. Don't think I'll have enough time to, but if it's possible, I'd like to do so. Kind of keep him down there plinking with arrows. And you may notice sometimes with these out-of-range shots, sometimes you can hit 2 spaces beyond your range, sometimes you can't. And generally speaking, it's like 1 tile extra when you're in the flat ground, but I don't know, I have had it hit before. Don't know what the exact science is behind a lot of that. See, like there, also 2 spaces, but that hit perfectly fine. Also, I'm glad I didn't hit. Out there doing extra damage. Oh, rip ninja. Again. Permanent ground dweller. One guy's about to lose a life, unfortunately. Can't be helped. That's better than I was expecting. Okay, your class still improved. We got. Take out these last 2 archers. Point. She should finally become uncharmed. I'm really amazed she hasn't yet. And can take out Zabus. I seem to recall him doing a lot of healing once his health got low. Again, he is a boss. He's a tank boss. Forget if this version of him has phalanx. Parry. It doesn't even have phalanx. It has rampart shadow for some dumb reason. Don't pretend that makes any sense whatsoever. Rampart shadow just puts a little blockade with 1 health. Sorry, Voltaire. Right. That's problematic. Do not need him on the flank right now. And he'll probably just end up healing, so get her out. And I'll have the fencers focus on that last archer while everyone else goes and piles on Zabus. Oh. Jeez, you had some stuff. So, just unlocked Warlocks. Not that I'll be using them. They're there. If they were the GBA version, kind of Warlocks, I might still end up using them just for the hell of it. But seeing as they're not, that's not gonna happen. He talks about how much he uses weird things. In a way, Zabus was supposed to be a little bit like, base. Can't remember his name right now. Kind of like a mix between Weegraf and the guy who ends up killing off the lead's sister. Like in the middle between those two somewhere. As you can see, a lot of the same characters showing up. Alright. Apparently that was low enough for him to leave, so only lost 1 guy with 1 heart. Fine. That is way, way, way better than I expected. Because there's no reason that he should have charged across the bridge. He rarely does that. So, your Prisoner is in another castle. And this is actually not rendered... I think this is actually rendered the same way. Because suddenly the thing that... Oh, there we go, it just kicked in. The thing that fixes the pixelation. No matter what you do, she tells you, oh no, my emotions, I got to go now. So for some reason I can't exactly figure out we're after that guy now. No more stuff yet. Don't have cutlasses yet. But should still pick up those books. Unfortunately, this is where it gets strange with crafting, so like, let's go to the Book of Jewelry. Alright, so original one, okay? This is fine. Got a lot of fancy things, and you just basically get triple your ring's original bonuses. So this is easy enough to make. Low success rate, but you know what, this is pretty reasonable. Down here, okay, you know, it's your white gems. How the crap do you get white gems? Well, apparently you need a book of gems, and... well, good luck figuring out where the crap to get those gems, because, to be honest, in no run-through have I actually managed to figure out where to find that book of gems. So somewhere you're supposed to figure out how to get rocks. Upgrading accessories is a bit of a pain in the neck. Now, this right here is what I'm hoping to get, although, now that I look at it, that's not something I'm going to be able to do either. Because, yeah, the Haun's Tome is another one of those ones that you just kind of gotta grind for drops until you get it. Tactics Ogre, not Monster Hunter. This, though, is probably my favorite spear, like, for most of the rest of the game. So, regular Scorpion is just a decent spear. At this point, it starts actually poisoning things. Very, very useful. I'd like to get composite siege bows. Siege bows, they have a bound effect, I want to say. They just lock things in place when you hit them. At least have a good chance to proc that. +1 thrown weapons. It kind of sucks because each one you craft, well, you lose it as soon as you use it. If they were like you get back your entire stock when you're done, or at least most of them, then it might bother. Crossbow is still amazing. Still don't exactly fit into my current strategy well, though. We have a bit of a at this point. They're still pretty basic. Oh, but I do need to pick up more of the healing item. Pretty good, Mega. And more books, because those are pretty useful. Maybe some more speed ups in case they're needed again. Oh, and it will actually be possible to get people out of petrification. It's gonna be expensive as crap. Alright. Now that we are broke, move on to bigger and better things. Maybe actually giving these guys some equipment. And equip their fans now at the very least. I can get these. Yeah, these are level 10, so one more fight on those. They can't use shields though. Sucks. What can you use? Use bucklers. Alright. For some reason, chain leggings are actually stronger than chain mail. Oh, I meant to make upgraded bucklers, didn't I? Fine, I'll actually just make a few of them then. More than I wanted, but oh well. Alright, let me cut it off and make all those then.